speaking on his record-breaking focus.
The only record I have my eyesight on breaking, which it'd be new this year, going 20-0.
Okay.
It's not really a record to be broken, I guess you'd say, but I think 19-0 is the record right now. So being able to go 20-0, be the first one to do that, that'd be awesome.
Oh, Teddy Bruschi knows all about this. There he is, him and his 3 rings. I know you love this subject. I saw you with Greeny earlier. You were fantastic. Let's go, guys. 20-0, quite the goal. A reminder that Tom Brady has, in fact, gone undefeated in the regular season, but obviously couldn't finish the job in the Super Bowl.
Big Blue.
That was back in 2007. Teddy, what will it mean if Mahomes did one thing that you guys didn't do?
It's you say one thing. It's not just one thing. It's the mark that we all want to attain. Every quarterback, every player, every championship team talks about the 1 or 2 that they lost during the season, how it shouldn't have been, and possibly if something would have happened or fortune would have sort of been on their side, they would have had the undefeated mark. It trumps everything, Molly. Guys, that's all I'm saying. If he's in the room, and Mahomes already has a championship, so it wouldn't be just the one. I mean, that it would be the one that trumps them all. That's the way we looked at it going, when we started to feel the pressure of being 14-0 and 15-0, when you start to acknowledge things and let all the outside pressures in and make sure you're all on the same page within the organization, hey, we want to win all these and do not take us out because we want this mark. So the pressure with it is immense. I love Patrick Mahomes. I love how he's talking about it because I believe it can be done. I would like to see if it can be done. Do I think the Chiefs are the team that can do that? Absolutely. They have a chance. I mean, people think about the 07 Patriots and think about a team that just ran through everyone. But the second half of the season, there were 4 games where we were behind in the fourth quarter. And certain things had to happen. Either Bart Scott had to throw a flag or Rex Ryan had to call a timeout when we didn't get a quarterback sneak. I love you, Rex, but it was a good timeout. It helped us out a lot. But you need those types of breaks also. So it's attainable. It can be done. And I just love how he's talking about it. But if he were to get this, I mean, that puts him up there with a championship that trumps all the others.
I completely agree with you because the bottom line is this. He's already recognized as one of the all-time greats talent-wise. To have an undefeated season. I mean, think about it. And I mean no disrespect to him whatsoever. But why do we still bring up the name Mercury Morris to this day? Because he was a part of that undefeated 1972 Miami Dolphins team. That's why. You understand? So we remember that. It's unforgettable. It would live in the annals of sports forever. We get all of that, okay? Only other thing that I would like to say is that one of my favorite highlights of all time was that Tom Brady, the Randy Moss touchdown pass against the New York Giants in the last game of the regular season. For this reason and this reason only. It wasn't the touchdown pass. It was the fact that the play before that, the exact play before that preceded it was the exact same play. And so they threw it. It was an incompletion. And then the next thing you know, Tom Brady and Randy Moss went back to the same exact play. And I always remember that. I was like, damn. Obviously they were 15-0. They were going for 16-0 or whatever. The Giants gave y'all a run for y'all money. But to go out there and to call the same exact play for the touchdown, I just thought that was something beautiful.
In the Super Bowl, people don't talk about this one as a Giants
There's a different level of a thought process, too, guys. I'm sorry, Max. I got to talk about it. There's just a different level of a thought process when you are going for an undefeated mark where, the pressure, it's so immense and you almost embrace it. You welcome it. And even that play that you're talking about, Stephen A. Okay, it didn't work. Whatever. Run it again. Just do it again. That's how good we are. And it's that type of confidence and that type of state that you get in when you know that you just can't be beat. Now, we didn't finish the job. Yeah, Big Blue, they got us on that day and everything. They were the better team. But still, it's a mindset that very few teams have the opportunity to even think about. Because you got to at least, don't talk to me till you get to double digits, 10-0, and then you start to feel it at 12. Then it starts to creep in at 14. Then at 15, you're just making sure. So it's like
Steelers were 11-0. I didn't feel that way about them.
Yeah, right. Because you got to believe.
They were 11-0. I didn't feel that way about the Steelers last year.
Number one, in that 07 Super Bowl,
I'll never forget after the Giants scored, Randy Moss was streaking down the sideline and Brady took a shot at him. Like, that I felt like that game wasn't over until thank God that didn't work as a Giants fan, because you might have gone undefeated and won the whole thing. The second thing is they have Cleveland week 1. That's a tough game. Like, we're talking about 20-0. They might be 0-1 after week 1. Like, that's why 20-0 would be so amazing, especially the first year, 17 games and all that in the regular season. But I want to talk about something that we haven't touched on yet, guys. Brady is the GOAT. And Mahomes has played 3 full seasons as a starter. And he's been stopped in the playoffs twice. Once in the AFC Championship game, where a pre-snap penalty on a Brady interception stopped that game from being over in Mahomes' favor. Right? Mahomes won. Yeah. Brady threw an interception last play of the game. Mahomes, oh, no, wait a minute. Pre-snap penalty. Brady gets the ball back, and Mahomes never touches the ball again. That's his one postseason loss. The next one was in the Super Bowl II. Tom Brady on another team. And not the Patriots this time, it's the Bucs. Tom Brady has stopped this young guy twice. And why that's significant is because Brady, as great as he is, when your eyes were on him, he never gave you the feeling, this is the best football player I've ever seen. He did it over time, doing it again and again and again in the clutch. But Mahomes, like Rodgers, gives you that, oh, my God. Like Dan Marino, I've never seen this is the greatest guy ever. And if he were to go 20-0, guys, and meet the Bucs in the Super Bowl, avenge the loss to Brady, right? Because there's a good chance that would happen, too, if he went 20-0. This is all crazy fantasy speculation. But guess what, guys? Mahomes is right back in the GOAT conversation. Because he will have avenged the postseason loss to Brady in a perfect season. He has the foundation to build upon to one day be considered the GOAT, even though he's lost to Brady twice in the playoffs.
Hey, Teddy, we only have like a minute left. Can I just ask you a question here really quick? I want to change the subject because it's been on my mind. I was thinking of it. Remember when Brady came out and said he would trade one of his rings to have that perfect season and have won the Super Bowl? Would you do that as well?
Yeah. Well, trade one? Yes. It's.
Or he said trade
Molly,
two. I think he said trade two. I'll give you one. He's got a couple on you.
Yeah, he's got 6. But yeah, Molly, it's the one that I just don't forget. It's plays that I remember during that game, and to have that one, it like I said, it trumps them all. Would I trade one of the others? Gosh, great teams, but yeah, that's the one that you want. And knowing that you were there. I mean, they're right there. Certain plays that you think of all the time. That's the one you wish you had.
That's really interesting. That's why you guys are so great, because you think like that. It's a little crazy, Teddy, but I like it. All right, Teddy, sticking around here with us. When we come back, Doc Rivers, and with a 3-1 lead, they have not been